morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to have a book talk on the theme of accepting others for who they are. Just recently we read the book Wonder by R.J. Palazzo, and we all loved it. We even saw the movie. This book has one theme that we're going to look at today, accepting others for who they are, and it's only one of the many themes of this book. I will show you 3 other books that also address this theme. But before we begin, can you imagine going to another country and not being able to speak the language? How would you feel? How would you communicate? Well, Aliki Brandenburg did this picture book about Mary Anthony, and it's called Mary Anthony's Story, Painted Words. It's about a young girl who comes from Greece to America and attends a new school. She's really nervous, and she speaks to her mother, and her mother reassures Mary Anthony that the body speaks, the kindness of the eyes, a smile. This seems to work, and most of her class welcomes her. However, something unspeakable happens that made the teacher and class take notice. I highly recommend take a look at this book, and when you're finished, you can flip it over and read Spoken Memories. This portion of the story talks about how Mary Anthony can now use words to talk about her life. The next book I'd like to talk about is by Betty Bao Lord and illustrated by Mark Simon. Betty Bao Lord is a Chinese immigrant. She came over to America, and this is about a Chinese girl, Shirley, and her mother, who traveled 8,000 miles to America to meet her father in 1947. Now, this fiction book talks about how Betty Bao Lord felt when she came to America. Now, Shirley encounters a new culture and a new language, and she has a lot of mishaps along the way, trying to find her way through town, playing stickball, making friends. So she has to overcome many obstacles. Later on, Shirley discovers baseball, the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Jackie Robinson, all of which change her life forever. So once again, this book talks about how she's going to be accepted in a new culture and friends and school. Have you ever considered what it'd be like to be judged by how you look? We don't get to choose how we're born, but in this case, Jackie Robinson, in the book Teammates, nonfiction, talks about just that. It's 1947, and Robinson faces the challenges of being accepted in Major League Baseball. The Brooklyn Dodgers manager, Branch Rickey, calls Jackie up to play for the team. Branch Rickey believes that a person's skin color does not define who they are. It does not matter. Jackie joins the team and faces many hardships until Pee Wee Reese, a teammate, does something unspeakable that shocks, or unthinkable, that shocks people across the world. I just want to talk about the pictures briefly. It's a great book that addresses photos, illustrations, and it's a nice mix overall. Once again, this is a great book that addresses the theme of accepting others for who they are. And here are some other great books. Rules by Cynthia Lord, Anything But Typical by Nora Raleigh Baskin, Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper, Kate DiCamillo, Tiger Rising, Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White, and I have another book here, a picture book of Jackie Robinson by David Adler and illustrated by Robert Casilla. I highly recommend that you read some of these books and talk to me about what you see as being the theme of the book and how accepting others for who they are is important. Thank you.